My kitties love these beds. Hi everybody, my name's Jason and welcome to Cats and Pats. Today I'm excited to review something that I like and my kitties love. So you know the past few months have been winter, or at least I think it's still winter, I don't know when the changeover is. The past few months have been pretty cold. Insulation and heat, they only do so much, and like my hardwood floors especially are pretty chilly. We have oil heat which like comes out of the vents like especially hot, which is really nice, and the kitties love it and they'll go and like sleep directly on top of the vents, and if you go over to pet them, they're like very warm. But the big downside of that is that they're blocking like all the heat from actually coming into the room itself, so it's kind of a like, you guys are cute but can you move to the side maybe? I've also been noticing at night, like when I'm sleeping in bed or like just getting into bed, if like Big Orange or Luna or somebody hops up in the bed and like walk across me, I can feel like their cold like paw pads like across my skin. And it's not like my house is like cold or anything, it's still like 70 degrees, but just the floors are kind of, you know, they're chilly. Like I wear socks all the time. So I wanted to do something to make sure my kitties were like always warm when they're sleeping, especially if we're like away traveling and they can't come snuggle in bed at night. So I went to my go-to, which you know is Amazon. I went there and like sorted by 4 stars and Prime delivery, you know, all the good things you do when you shop. And I came across this bed, which, let me get the name right. It's the K&H Pet Products Thermo-Kitty Heated Cat Bed. A little bit of a mouthful, but let me tell you, I couldn't be more happy with this thing. So let's dive into the review. And of course, with any of my reviews, I always do Amazon affiliate links down in the description below. You can click on that, go to see it. Anything you buy through those links helps my channel out. Lots of times I end up using it to buy like more random products for my cats to try, or you know, whatever I need. It helps me out. But yeah, let's get into it. So first thing first, this is how it comes. And you might be like, why is it still in the package? Well, I'm hoping at this point you've noticed. I bought this one originally. I've had this for, I don't know, 3 or 4 months now. It's been a while, but my kitties have liked it so much I actually went and bought a second one. But yeah, this is how it comes. It's just, you know, plastic wrapped up, nothing fancy. So let's open this up here and I can show you. I feel like these lights are too bright. I'm struggling over here. So this bed comes in 2 colors. The one I just opened up here, this is mocha, which is like a, you know, mocha brown, as well as sage, which is this, you know, light green, sage green one here. This was Sarah's favorite color, which is why that was the first one I bought. But I think I really like the mocha color. I guess it depends what you have in your house and the ambience and the vibe you're going with. Might move my machine back here a little bit. So we have 2 colors. We also have 2 sizes. This is the bigger of the 2. This is the 20-inch version. You can see it's this big. I don't know if you want to compare it to my head, but 20 inches. The size of the other one is 16 inches, which you see is a little smaller. I guess it's pretty clearly smaller here. And I haven't even taken this stuff out yet, so yeah. But yeah, smaller version. I originally bought the bigger one, the 20-inch one here, because I thought, you know, it'd be nice if I had like this big bed and the kitties could get in there and snuggle together. Which, to their credit, they have a couple times, but not very often. I'm thinking between the electric heat and like their body heat, it might get too hot too fast. Hey, Mill. So lots of times it's just one of them. Hey, buddy. Mill. Mr. Mill. Oh. Most of the time, Big Orange is in here. She kind of dominates the bed overall, I'd say. Although Moo Moo will sometimes come along and like walk over to it and kind of like bop her and like bop her out of it. Which isn't very nice, Mr. Mill. We should be sharing. Which, that's another reason I got a second bed, because when these kitties aren't sharing, nobody's, you know, left in the dark. So let's see, about the bed itself. They advertise it as low power usage. I have mine plugged in 24/7. I haven't noticed a difference in my electric bill. I think they advertise it as like the same wattage as like what a nightlight would use or 2 nightlights would use or something. It seems pretty negligible. Negligible. Yes. You won't notice it is what I'm trying to say. Hey, Meow. You want this one? I think he smells that it's new and he's eyeing it. Oh yeah, one thing I want to emphasize, these beds are made for indoor use only. They're not for like outdoor use. Don't try to like buy one and stuff it in a plastic shelter. If you want a heated mat for outside, they have one specifically designed for outside, so get that. Don't get something like this. Also, another word of warning, anytime you have like a heated bed product or something, make sure your cat is not like confined to it, that they can get out of it and away from it, because you don't want your cat to get overheated. And this design by K&H is one of many. They have like one that has like a hood thing that kind of goes over it. They have one that's like a pod. I haven't tried those. I've tried these. They're good for what I like, although the pod is kind of calling my name. If you guys see any of those out there that you want to review on before you buy it, let me know. I can try it, have my kitties try it, and I can tell you how it is. So one feature I haven't actually tried yet, if you couldn't tell by all the stuff still in there, is actually the cleaning process. Part of this bed, I think like the interior pillow part, is machine washable. And let me see what the site says. So the instructions say, cleaning is a breeze. The Thermo-Kitty bed is a snap to clean. Remove the heater by locating and unzipping the zipper on the sleeping surface pillow inside the bed. Unzip the zipper on the bottom of the bed and remove the foam walls. Throw the cover in a washer on a gentle cool cycle and use a mild detergent. Line dry or dry in your dryer on the no heat cycle. Please note, do not wash heater, do not wash foam walls. I haven't tried this yet. I don't know of any reason why it wouldn't work, but just saying I can't attest to it. I will open it up if you want to see it though. Oof, I do need to wash this thing. Alright, so zipper. I'm trying to do this somewhat in camera. Oh, that zips just a little bit. That lets you take the heating pad part out. And then, why not? Oh, I see. I'm foolish. Okay. So you can take the whole cover off, take the foam walls out, take the heating pad out. Okay, then I guess you can throw this entire thing in the washer, including the foam pad, I assume. Yeah, it said not the heater and not the other thing. So I think this whole part can go in the washer, which mine is actually far dirtier than I realized, especially in the cracks and stuff. So I guess I could machine wash this, although to be honest, I'll probably use like a rubber glove and just like get the hair out of it and kind of shake it out some, and then maybe really wash it sometimes later. You know how fickle kitties are, they'll be like brand new and washed and clean, they'll be like, I'm not sure I want that anymore. But yeah, that's how that comes apart. You can see the walls come out here, so you don't wash those and ruin those. And I'll put this back together probably off camera in a few minutes. Maybe I'll leave like a 1 to 10 rating of how easy it is to stuff it back in there or something. Oh no, Porngy's here and she looks distraught. This is her favorite bed. I'll put it back together, Porngy, don't worry. Oh yeah, before when I was talking about 16 versus 20 inches, if it wasn't obvious, that's diameter. They advertise it to be 6 inches tall, which I guess that's 6 inches tall. It looks about right. I think the height is good when your cat gets in there and the pillow kind of compresses down. It's enough of a barrier that they can kind of lean against it, but it's not too high. And Big Orange's favorite thing is to like sit inside the bed and she goes and rests her chin on the outside and kind of either falls asleep like that or is like looking around at the world. It's pretty adorable. So yeah, other things. As far as temperature goes, the description says it has a 4-watt dual thermostat which heats up to 102 degrees Fahrenheit when your pet is present. All other times when your pet isn't in the bed, it stays 12 to 15 degrees above room temperature. And that sounds right. When you walk by and like put your hand in it, it feels warmer than like, you know, your couch does, but it doesn't feel like you're putting your hand on like a heating pad or something. Another thing, they advertise the electrical cord as being 5.5 feet long. I just have mine plugged into the floor. I have like set it on the couch or the love seat. Cord length hasn't been an issue. So just a few more notes I made to myself to remember to talk about. I think something like this is especially nice for like older kitties who just like older people. Like your joints can get stiff and it's nice to have like something warm or you don't get as like creaky or like as cramped up. So if you have an older kitty, I think this is worth the investment. The pillow pad I think is nice and thick and comfy. If it was full size, I'd lie on it. I think the bed itself, I don't know, looks kind of cute. Like you can have this just, you know, sitting out in your house and it doesn't look like this obnoxious thing that's just like in your living room. At least I think it looks nice. I think the mocha's a nice color. I think the sage is a nice color. I think they did a good job making it presentable. IMO. IMHO. So yeah, that's what I think about the Thermo indoor kitty bed. I think it's a good product. I recommend it. Before anybody asks, I'm not sponsored by K&H or anything like that. I just bought it off of Amazon and I liked it. Once again, I would recommend it especially for older cats or if you have like hardwood floors everywhere and they can get kind of cold. I think this is ideal. So yeah, have you tried this bed out or another bed similar to it? Let me know down in the comments below. And if there's anything else you want me to review, let me know down below as well. If you're new here, Cats&Pats is all about cats. I do informational videos. I do lots of reviews as well. So subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.